This was me all of 2024. I was logging miles every week, but my pace didn't change. My heart rate, always high, and the soreness constant until it led to injury.
Whoa, tender.
At one point, I honestly thought maybe running's just not for me. But then I found Runna. I've already made a dedicated video comparing Runna to the Garmin Connect app. But this one's different. I really want to break down my honest pros and cons of both the training plans, but also the app experience to help you figure out if it's worth it for you. And at the end, I'm revealing my first world major marathon I got into. Now, lots of apps say that they're customizable, but these are 4 things that I really need them to have. So whether you're brand new to running and maybe you're training for your first 5K, or you're way more advanced and you're trying to get a Boston qualifier time, this app works for both ends. So for me, personally, I want to run a marathon in under 4 hours. Google says that the average male marathon time is 4 hours, 21 minutes. I would really be happy beating that. And again, if an app says that it's customizable, then it has to let you find and train for a specific race. In this case, what I love about Runna is that you can search for your exact race, like my next one is a 10K on the 4th of July. And I'll show you how this works later on in the video. This one's straightforward. At some point during your training, you might want to go on a vacation, and Runna makes this really easy. You just pick the dates and it'll give you recommendations. See if any of these work out for you. If not, you can choose to pause it until you get back. So you can move your workouts around when life gets busy, around that same week, or even move them to a different week if you need to. I truly believe Runna is the most customizable app out there. Alright, but let me give you another reason. Number 2, it's the constant app updates. I've been using Runna for about 9 to 10 months now, and honestly, the constant updates keep the app very refreshing. Since I've joined, they added vacation mode, they now have customizable widgets for iPhone, and it even supports B races. So while my main goal is the International Marathon on September 21st, I've also got a race on July 4th, and I want the app to help me train for that without throwing off my main plan. And now that Strava has acquired Runna, things should only get better. You can already see some changes, like this new image right here. It shares a clean visual of your Runna workout, but on Strava. Oh, and if you're on Strava, feel free to follow me. Here on YouTube, you kind of see a more polished version of me, but Strava's where you get to see the day-to-day grind. One thing that I've come to really appreciate, kind of off topic, but as an iPhone user who's planning to switch to an Android later this year, is when these big companies don't try to lock you in. Runna, from my experience, is super transparent and super confident that they give you 2 weeks free to try. On this page, you can use AL2, that is AL2, and you're good to go. Or if it's easier, I'll drop a link in the description. But Runna's gonna work on iPhones, Androids. I've been using it on my Garmin, it syncs perfectly, but it also works on an Apple Watch. I'm gonna be trying my first Suunto watch next month. It'll work on that. It even works on Coros and on Fitbit. Runna is built to work with almost every major device. It's almost perfect, but yes, there are some drawbacks. In one of my previous videos, I said how Runna guides you, and a lot of people understood this as guided runs.
Relax your shoulders. You're not carrying groceries. Let your arms swing naturally.
So to clarify, there are no guided runs. I do feel like that would be a nice feature maybe for someone that's newer. But what you do get is your workouts get sent to whatever watch you do have. And then at that point, it does give you alerts, it gives you prompts as you run. But no one's talking you through it. Okay, hear me out. So the same way that Runna has vacation mode, I would like that same concept, but for an injury. Basically just some way to pause your training plan. Now, they do have return to running plans, but these are separate training plans. Last year, for example, I had a minor soleus strain. My physical therapist recommended I take 2 to 3 weeks off from running. It would be so nice to just have a feature where I could pause my workout and then pick it up where I left off. This right here I really feel is worth mentioning. So right now you can pay monthly or yearly for your plan, that's it. I personally wish there was a one-time payment option. It would be so nice to have a lifetime access deal. I didn't grow up running. In fact, I just started like 3 years ago. But now that I'm hooked, I could definitely see myself wanting to use Runna for future races, not just this year. In fact, now this brings me to my big announcement. So like many, I've been applying to the world major marathons: New York, Chicago, London, Berlin, Tokyo, and even Sydney now. And every time that I applied, I would get one of these. Until now, because on September 21st, this guy is running his first world major marathon. And I didn't get accepted into the lottery. I didn't even get accepted to do a charity. Instead, I got in because of your support. Yeah, like your support literally made all of this happen. Runna reached out. I assumed they saw something in that last video. But now, I'm partnering with Runna to run the Berlin Marathon. Today, I'm officially starting this 13-week journey, and tomorrow is week 1, day 1. This is my second marathon and my shot at breaking 4 hours.